Right now, search and recovery is underway to find whatever's left of a tourist submersible that was visiting the Titanic. Yesterday, officials reported all 5 men on board are presumed dead after the sub imploded. The Coast Guard found a debris field from that submersible. Well, again, officials are now working to figure out exactly what happened on the sub. Today, a Pigeon Forge museum is honoring the lives lost. 10 News reporter Mary Klingler is at the Titanic Museum with more.
Well, here at the Titanic Museum in Pigeon Forge, owners say they have a deep-rooted connection to one of the people on that submarine, and that's why they had a memorial here to honor those 5 lives lost at sea. Take a listen.
We quickly gathered and decided that we wanted to pay a memorial tribute.
Mary Kellogg Jocelyn and her husband John own the Titanic Museum. Now they're honoring those who died in the latest expedition to Titanic.
I think when something like this happens, it makes us all stop and think, what would happen if I lost somebody like that through that accident? But as John says, exploration will continue, whether it's in the deep sea or Mount Everest. The world continues on, and we will pay respect to those who lost their lives.
Mary's husband John was on board the second ever Titanic expedition back in 1987. 5 people died on the latest expedition. That includes family friend Paul-Henri Nargeolet.
And Paul, who was part of that expedition with Ocean Gate, that was his commander on his expedition. So, you know, sometimes people will say to me, long before this happened, weren't you kind of scared that he was out there?
She says in the moment, it didn't cross her mind until now.
You realize how difficult and challenging it is to go down to the Titanic.
Mary says the Titanic exploration community is small, and in this time, they're holding close those coping with the wreckage.
Pray for their families and say they were explorers. They loved Titanic as much as we all love Titanic.
Now, inside the Titanic Museum, there's an entire wall dedicated to the lives lost on the Titanic, and owners say they will be adding those 5 names of the people lost during this most recent exploration. Back to you.
Well, tonight on NBC Nightly News, hear from one ocean explorer who says that the sub should never have embarked on that journey.